Okay, in this video, I'll show you how to do questions from question number 7 and so on. So question number 7, I think it's easier question than questions that I showed before. We are trying to find like equation that is parallel to this one and pass through this point. And fortunately, everything is in slope-intercept form. Excuse me. So we don't have to work extra hard for this. So here we go. First, we have to find slope. Since this we're looking for the parallel, it's gonna be same slope. Okay. So here we have a point here, and let's see another point. Maybe here. So this is at what? 1,4. Another point is at 0, -1. Again, if you want to find slope, it's gonna be y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So here you go, x1, y1, x2, y2. So it's gonna be what? -1 minus 4. x2 is what? 0 minus 1. And if you do it, it's gonna be -5 over -1, which is gonna be just +5. Okay, we're gonna use it as a slope. Again, here we're gonna use this simple formula, which is point slope formula. Again, instead of this x1 and y1 here, instead of this, we are gonna use this as our x1 and y1. So let me label this x1. Excuse me. Oh, it hurts. y1. My voice is cracking. Y minus y1 in this case is gonna be 4. 5x minus -15. Okay. So again, these two negatives become positive, so this is gonna be positive. So it's gonna be just y minus 4 is equal to, if you distribute 5, that's gonna be 5x plus, well, what's up 15 times 5? 75. It's gonna be 75. At last, we have to add 4 both sides, which will get y equals 5x plus 79. Like that easy. So our solution in this case is gonna be A. Very easy, like that. Question number 8 is system of equation. During game 3 of the basketball championship, San Antonio scored 97 points, considering of 2 points and 3 points baskets. If San Antonio made a total of 45 baskets, how many of each type did they made? What? How many of each type did they made? Does it grammatically make sense? Did they make? I don't know. Anyways, here we go. So if you know about the basketball, there's a 2-point shoot, and if you shoot it from the far distance, that's 3-point shoot. So we have a 2-point shoot, but we do not know how many points they made for this one, and we have a 3-point basket. And point goes with point, which is 97 here. Okay. And again, all together, x plus y, they made 45 baskets altogether. So that's how you set it up. After this, you have to put menu 3, 2. Plug this one in, and you will find x, the answer of x and y. Since I do not have a calculator with me right now, I cannot really do it. There's a way that you can do it by hand, which I do not want to show you here. So I will just tell you the answer later. Just do it by yourself, okay? Just, you should get like some x, y, something like that, okay? This is gonna be 2-point shoot, and that's gonna be 3-point shoot. Yeah, I mean, it's easy like that. Question number 9. Again, this you can just put and solve this one. because I don't mind using nsolve for ACP. It's totally up to you. So go to nsolve, just plug this one in, and you will find an answer. I can show you how to do it by hand, just I do not want to do it right now because simply we don't have enough time. Question number 10. Question is asking, the table represents several points on the graph of the linear equation. What is the rate of change of y with respect of x for this function? Again, rate of change. It's easy question. It's gonna be slope. So again, you just put x1, this is x2, y1, y2. Just remember this x and y. Sometimes I get confused as well. So it's gonna be what? 19 minus 39 over negative 12 minus negative 27. And again, these two negatives become positive. So 19 minus 39 is gonna be negative 20. Negative 12 plus 27 is gonna be what? It's about 15. And if you simplify this, that's gonna be negative 4 over 3. Like that, easy. So easy. You can actually put this one into the calculator. That's fine as well. It's totally up to you. Question number 11. Which situation represents by the function this one? So basically, which will make sense to represent this one? First, a equipment rental company charges $65 a day plus $24 for the damage fee. Well, most likely this is not gonna be it because it's gonna be like y equals 65 plus 24x, which is not true. Shoe salesperson earns 24% of all sale over $65. Well, this is gonna be really complicated if you actually set it up by equation, so that's not gonna work. Cell phone company charges $65 plus 20% per minute used. So that's gonna be 65 plus 0.24x, which is true. Just in case, let's go over the last one. A person can download 65 songs for free. Then they must pay $24 per song after that. Again, this one is for free, which means you do not have to count it. So it's gonna be just like 0.24x after 65. So, well, there's gonna be like some calculus involved if you wanna set this one up, I believe, but that's not it. So that's it. Question number 12. What's the question asking? What is the domain? Highlight the domain and highlight the x-axis. And again, if the question was asking for the range, then you have to highlight the y-axis, which is this one, okay? Like this. But this is the domain, so it's gonna be only x value. So domain, again, you're gonna, do you see this point here on the left? You're gonna put it on the highlighted grid and here. So this starts from -9. And again, do you see this like closed circle, the field? So you have to put line underneath it like this. Okay. Again, it ends at +3 here. And again, now this circle is open circle. So it's gonna be just this. Okay. Now, let's say which one is the answer. You can cancel away these two because we are looking for the domain. So it's gonna be either A or B. And to me, it seems like the answer is gonna be B because that matches this. It's so easy, right? Don't you think so? Right. The question is asking, the meal include the what? The table shows the total cost of the meal at the local restaurant. The meal includes the main dish and a choice of several side dishes. How much does it cost to buy a meal with 0 side dish? I think I went over this in class. And it is in your note, for sure. Maybe number is different or exactly same. I'm not really sure. So what you can do is, you can put this one into the calculator and actually find the equation. Since I don't have a calculator, I'm gonna do it by hand, like, which is gonna be, well, slope is gonna be 1.25. y minus 6 equals 1.25, x minus 2. Do not ask me how I did it so fast like that, because I just don't have a time, so I'm just doing it right now. Minus 2.5. And if you do it, y is going to be 1.25x. So if you actually used calculator, you should have this as your equation. But question is asking, how much does it cost to buy meal with 0 side dish? Side dish stands for x here, right? So here, instead of x, I'm gonna put 0, okay? So y is equal to 1.25, 0 plus 3.5, which means 1.25 times 0 is gonna be 0. That's gonna be 0, and we still have 3.5 left over. So with a 0 side dish, it's gonna be $3.50. It was another piece of cake question. Here you go. What value of y makes the equation this true? Again, this is n-solve question. Just use n-solve. I mean, I really hate n-solve, but as ACP, it's true grade, so I don't mind about it. Just make sure, since it is the y, you have to put comma y at the end when you use n-solve. What is the x-intercept of the function here? There's a two-way. You can either graph it and find x-intercept, okay? Another way is, you remember, for the x-intercept, y is going to be always equal to 0. So let me copy down the equation here. Instead of this y, f of x is considered as y always, okay? So when you actually graph it, instead of f of x, you might want to put y, like, okay? So for the y value, it's going to be always equal to 0 for the x-intercept. So I'm going to put 0, 1/2 x minus 4. And you can literally solve for x here, like plus 4 both sides. You'll get 4 equals 1/2 x. If you want to get rid of 1/2, you have to multiply by 2 both sides, so that this one cancel away. You get x equals 8. So answer is going to be 8, 0, which is this. By the way, these two are y-intercept, so this you can just cross out. So it's going to be either C or D. Now, 16. The table contains some points on the graph of a linear function. What is the equation of the line that contains point this and is perpendicular to the function? Oh, it's gonna be a long question. Okay, let's find the slope here, okay? If you really don't, so y1, y2, x1, x2. If you don't want to find slope like this, you can always use calculator, but I think, like the spreadsheet. But that will take more time to find slope for doing this, because it's easy like this. See? So it's gonna be, if you actually calculate it, it's gonna be 1.5 over 2, which is 3/4. So that is the slope for this graph, table. But as you can see, we are trying to find perpendicular. So what we have to do is, we have to flip it and change the sign, which is going to be -4/3. Okay? And again, we're going to use this one as our x1 and y1. Just remember, we are not using this. We are using this. Okay? Let's use it. Y minus y1 is equal to slope x minus x1. And this, we're going to get it from here, here, and here for this, this, and this. Oh, my neck hurts. I'm dying, guys. Y minus y1 is what? 12. Slope is -4/3. X minus x1 is what? -12. Again, this two negatives become positive, so it's going to be y minus 12. Oops, I forgot the parenthesis, but it doesn't change anything. If you distribute it, that's going to be negative 4 over 3x. If I do mental math, it's going to be negative 16. Because I'm sick, my brain does not work properly. Dang, I feel stupid. Y equals negative 4 over 3x minus 4. So that is the line that is perpendicular to this table. The problem is, come on, like they put this one in standard form. So I really hate to say this, but we literally have to change everything into the what's it called? Slope intercept form. First one, I know it's not going to be true for sure. If you actually use mental math, it's not going to work. Again, second one, negative 84 is going to be too big, so it's not going to be this. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be C. Let me do this one here, okay? If you ask me how I find this out like so quickly like this, if you try like 100 questions like this, you will understand. And I know, Mr. Kim, we're not going to use this in real life. At some point, it's true, but you know, you cannot really complain about this. You're not going to get anything. So y is equal to negative 4 over 3x minus 4. Bingo, right? See? Oh, now finally I feel a bit smart. Question number 7. I don't even know how to read this name. Nelia? Yeah, Nelia has $24 to spend on friendship bracelets. Each bracelet costs $4. The function, like f of b, equals 24 minus 4b represents the amount of money Nelia has left. F of b after purchasing B bracelets. What is the range of this situation? And again, range is the y value, okay? So, she has $24 to spend for the friendship bracelets. Before we start, let's talk about whether it is discrete or continuous. This is discrete, and these are continuous. Now, she's trying to buy friendship bracelets. Can she buy 1.5 bracelets? No, because half the bracelet is worthless. So it's not gonna be A and B because 1.5 bracelets does not make sense. So it's gonna be a discrete, okay? So it's gonna be either C or D. So she can buy 0 bracelets, 1 bracelet, 2 bracelet, or 6 bracelets altogether. But because that's the all, she cannot buy more than 6 because she only has $24. And again, 0 through 6, that's gonna be X values. So it's gonna be a domain. And do you see this number of a bigger number? Usually those are the range. And the question is asking what is the range? So it's gonna be D. So easy, right? Question number 18. Yeah. Find the equation. I think you have this one in your note. And find the equation. Okay? You can go to the spreadsheet and plug these numbers in and find the equation. And as you know, if you have a 2 equation, it's going to be system of linear equations. So you just press menu 3, 2 on your calculator, but after you go to calculate. Here, question number 19. Our theater art students sold 500 tickets to a spring musical and collected a total of $3,160. Adult tickets are sold for $8 and students tickets sold for $5. This you might want to highlight, okay? Which system of equation is used to find A? Okay, it's easy. So first, again, number goes with number, money goes with money, point goes with point, stuff like that, okay? He sold 500 tickets altogether, but we do not know how many adult tickets he sold, how many students ticket he sold. So it's gonna be just X plus Y. Let me put adult ticket as an X, students ticket as a Y. Oh, actually, the question is asking, oops, what, this is why I feel airheaded. Since the question is asking for A and S, let me put this one as A, let me put this one as an S, because adult and student. So we do not know how many adult ticket he sold, and we do not know how many students ticket he sold, but altogether he sold 500. Adult ticket cost $8, so 8A, plus students ticket is $5, so 5S, and he made this much money, $3,160. So if you actually put this one into the calculator, it's gonna be C, right? No. What am I doing? I am stupid. I should not say that. I'm genius. Yeah. You get it? Question number 20. Oh, another perpendicular question. It's easy, guys, okay? Now, perpendicular that passes through this point, okay? Luckily, everything is in slope-intercept form, so it's gonna be easy. Now, do you see this one? Because it is perpendicular, we have to flip it and change the sign, which is gonna be positive 2/3, right? So y minus y1 is equal to slope x minus x1. Y minus y1 is gonna be 6. Slope is 2/3 x minus 12, right? I'm not gonna put parentheses because it's gonna be only 1. Negative anyways. So let's do this. Y minus 6 is equal to, if you distribute 2/3x, if you distribute this, it's gonna be minus what? Par. Why my brain is not working? It's 8. Okay. Whew. And plus 6. Guys, I should not say this, but I feel how you guys feel in my class right now, because I really feel airheaded right now. Oh. I should not say this. I hope you guys feel genius in my class. Here, B. Question number 21. Find the slope of the line that passes through this. So you're basically finding slope here. It's another easy question, right? Guys, you know what? Since I know the question is easy like this, if you do bad on this ACP, I will be really sad, because I literally thought everything. These two negatives become positive, so it's gonna be 6, which is gonna be negative 2. And many of you actually asked me how you can put this one in. Just put negative 2 like this. Okay. Or like you can put negative 2 here, that's fine. Or like you can put 2.0, like that's fine as well. But I think the safest way is to put it like this, okay? Question number 22, what is this? Oh, it's another direct variation, because it says varies directly, right? So it's gonna be what? Always first y equals kx, but it said it used h and t, right? So let me just use h and t. H comes first, so it's gonna be h is equal to k times t, okay? So h stands for height. So 700 is equal to k times 10 minutes. Which means if you divide by 10 both sides, k is equal to 70. Again, that's not going to be our answer. Our answer is going to be what? Just put this one in here. H is equal to 70 t. Where is it? Oh, A here. So easy. I wish I could take this test. Question number 23. Find the slope of this one. Well, easy, but the thing is you cannot find slope here. Slope is not going to be 2 because this is in standard form. So what you have to do is you have to solve for y first. Minus 2x both sides. It's going to be 4y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. If you divide by 4, both sides, because this cancel away, y is equal to negative 2 over 4 is going to be negative 1/2 plus 5 over 4. Now, our slope is just negative 1/2 here. So that's going to be this. By the way, always remember this last number, that's going to be y-intercept. Okay. Question number 24. Come on. Okay, let's do this. First, do you see this inequality symbol? Because it is like greater than, it doesn't have a line underneath it here. So it's gonna be a dashed line, which means I can cross out C, I can cross out D. So it's gonna be or A or B. You can put this one into the calculator and see if it is gonna be shaded on the top or bottom. But if you don't have it, you can just do it by hand. Let's say it's gonna be, if I solve for y, it's gonna be negative 3y is greater than negative 2x plus 12. So y is equal to 2 over 3, not equals. And I have to divide by negative 3 both sides. So I'm gonna flip the inequality symbol here, like this. X minus 4, okay? That's gonna be the solution. So y is less than, which means I have to shade it bottom. So it's gonna be A. Wow, there's a lot of A's. Oh, that's it. So I hope this helped, okay? See you guys.